Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto in the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I originally lost over 200 pounds with diet alone and how I'm currently attempting to maintain that weight loss. If that's what you're looking for, don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started.
Catching on like a wildfire, feeling for a brand new start. Rain is gone, now it's so much brighter. A new song in my heart.
Before we get started, I wanted to tell you about a great new product. It is called Salt with double T's. It is now available from Built Bar. There is a link in the description on how you can go check that out. But it is the newest and latest electrolyte supplement for keto that is really, really good. It tastes really, really good, but it also has really good formulation of potassium/sodium ratio. And it's so great because I still do my Soleil water 4 times a day usually. But if I'm gonna be going out, I can literally put some of the salt in my tumbler, take it with me, sip on it as I'm out, and I don't forget my electrolytes for the day because it tastes good and it's right there, and I just keep it with me, in the car, and as I get in the car, I take a few sips. So if you've not had a chance to check out this product, I highly recommend checking out the description below. This video is not sponsored, but I did want to mention this new product because I love good electrolyte supplements that actually have enough sodium, and most of them don't. This one has just the right amount of potassium that you could probably get away with 3 to 4 doses of this a day and feel pretty great on keto, which is awesome because it's hard for some people to do the straight salt water like I do. All right, so let's get into the video. Hello everyone, and welcome to my first video of 2024. If you were paying any attention, you realize that I basically stopped posting all of my results of my fall keto weight loss cut at I think week 9. I actually did record all the way through week 14, and I have all of those videos ready to edit, but as they are now in the past and we are dealing with 2024, I decided to just skip all of that footage, which is really too bad because I really wanted to show you my performance in the Nutcracker and all of the things that ended up happening during the Christmas season, but it's just not going to happen, and so we are moving on. I apologize. Trust me when I say it was amazing. I love being in the Nutcracker. It was one of those things that was always a dream of mine, and now it's just what I do every year, which is really, really hard to believe. And I love it so much. And I do think I mentioned in the last video that I posted that I ended up quitting all of my dance classes, and that is true. I have quit every single class. So when I'm in the Nutcracker, I'm not in a class. That's just, I'm playing a role. I know how to do it. I come to the practices for that. When I say I'm quitting my dance classes, I'm referring to the ones like clogging and my jazz class that I have been taking for the last few years. So there was a lot of negativity and stuff I don't really want to go into that basically resulted in me quitting. It's a long time coming. The studio owner and I do not see eye to eye. She's made it very clear she would like me to go away, and I've tried really hard not to, but just some things happened. And I was unable to perform with them because they made the recital on a day I could not go because I had another recital for my other studio for my kids. And so I really don't know what I'm doing exercise-wise for 2024, which has me a little bit scared. But I'm also looking forward to having a break, not having to stress about doing my classes so late at night because I'm often getting home at 9:30, 10 o'clock from my own classes. And that is really late at night. And it's going to be nice to not have to do that. And so I am looking forward to not having to do the recital, which is always a really stressful time for me, considering I'm coming into recital performance time right as I am in the throes of my dance photo spring craziness. That is what I do for a living. So if you're new here, you may not know that I am a dance photographer. I also photograph other things, as you may see in the coming up videos. I might show some of that kind of thing because I am doing a bit of photography. Did quite a bit this week actually, and that's what I do for my regular day job. YouTube is not my day job, though it does actually help. which is why I can't really quit. And also I just feel like I'm not a quitter, you know, like I'm not one to quit things. It was really difficult for me to quit my dance classes. It was painful. I have grief. Like, it's hard for me to quit things, especially I really did love actually dancing. I just didn't love the way I was treated, if that makes sense. I'm 49 years old, if you're new. I just turned 49 in November. And I have 9 children, and I do not appreciate being spoken down to like I am beneath someone. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me. I mean, it could be part of my rejection sensitivity dysphoria and my demand avoidance that I have issues with, that I'm working on and that I'm just discovering about myself. Last year was a year of discovery. Right before 2023 started, I was diagnosed with ADHD. Since then, I've realized that I also am probably on the spectrum to a degree, which is why it's really hard. I get really sensitive to what people say to me here on YouTube, which makes YouTube a really complicated job, I just have to say. Like, yeah, you can imagine if you have an actual brain tendency to get very upset at negative things said to you or about you, that YouTube would be a tough place to be. Thankfully, my subscribers have been mostly amazing, and I have given myself permission to just dirty delete people who choose to be insulting and just ban them from my channel. So if you find yourself banned from my channel, there's probably a reason. You probably said something not nice and I went bye-bye, because I don't want to create just an echo chamber. If you disagree with me, I get it, but this is my happy place. This is my personal space. This is my safety bubble. I'm sharing things online that I think will help people, and my goal is to help people. I started this channel because I was so excited that I finally found a weight loss method that worked for my crazy brain, because I could not wrap my brain around doing it any other way. I know there's plenty of other ways to do it, but for some reason, this high protein, low calorie, ketogenic way just worked. And it was easy, and I didn't have to think too hard. My brain loved it, right? Loved it. And my body, because I dropped weight very quickly. My first year, I dropped 138 pounds in a year. So it was insane how well it worked. And I just felt like I could do it forever. Now, I will tell you, I can't. And that is part of my struggle. I just really don't want to. I've kind of just put up the full stop, and I'm telling myself I know I need to, but I just really, really don't want to. And that is my struggle that I'm dealing with now. So as I've come to terms with my ADHD, I've realized it's a blessing in my life. YouTube would not be part of my life if I did not have ADHD. I would not have 9 children that I love and adore and make my life so full if I did not have ADHD. I probably would not have started photography, though I can't even believe I've kept that one going for so long, because I started my business in photography in 2007. What does that put me at? 17 years I've been a photographer? What? That's insane. One hyper focus that stuck with me, that I've been able to help put food on the table my whole last almost 2 decades. Wow, what a blessing. And now I'm able to give the gift of photography to my children and my grandchildren, which you will hear about very, very soon. So let's get to the nitty-gritty about what happened after I saw you last. So that was week 9 of my fall cut. So I'm just going to skip all that footage, and we're just going to talk about the results of that really quickly, because I know I already recorded a video for that, but I'm never going to edit it. So I'm just being honest. Like, editing is something I just can't seem to fit into my life anymore. I used to do it at 9 o'clock at night, every single night, and now I'm just exhausted. I don't want to do it anymore. We get to 9 and I look over at the computer and I'm like, I cannot. So then I started getting up at 6:30 to edit, and lately my 6:30 times have been filled with editing photos. So I'm working on it. I am working on it. But, be patient with me. I don't know. Maybe I won't get to doing fully 1 week videos. Maybe I'll be doing like 1 a month. I don't know. But I'm going to attempt, because I need to keep myself going, and knowing that I have to be accountable to YouTube followers, and that you guys will be disappointed in me if I just like throw crap to the wind and just give it all up, right? Like, that would be crazy. Who would do that? Well, I would. And that is the reason I need to keep doing these videos. So let's go over the weights results of the last few weeks of my fall weight loss cut. So we started with week 10. I had gone down 3.1 pounds to 208.6. Amazing. I was thrilled. Week 11, I went up 0.9 pounds to 209.5. Week 12, I went up 3 pounds, probably my ovulation week, that's pretty typical, to 212.5. Week 13, I went up again, 214, up 1.5 pounds. But then week 14, obviously passed the ovulation phase, and I was down 4.2 pounds to my average for week 14 was 209.8. So that was 1 week before Christmas, and I decided I was going to take a 2-week break. The first week, I stayed keto as much as humanly possible, okay? The second week started on Christmas, and I let myself eat whatever candy and popcorn and yummy things that just I needed to eat. There were a couple of binges in that time. I had my kids here. So if some of you may not know, I have a son who lives far over on the East Coast. They're currently in Indiana, and they have my only grandson. Well, he was my only grandson. We'll get to that in a minute. But my 2-year-old grandson, who they came to stay with me from Christmas Eve night until January 5th. Yeah, January 5th. So I don't have room for extra people in my house, and so there was a lot of stress, like getting things ready. I had to buy Christmas for all of them because they weren't bringing Christmas with them, and there was a lot of like money, financial things involved, and the stress was just high. And then they were actually here, and I think the stress just kind of hit me, and I had a few binge days. Now, when I'm talking I binged, I'm talking like I ate a whole bunch of Rice Krispie treats. I was trying really hard not to eat highly, highly caloric things, but things that would satisfy this munch thing that is an autism stim for me, that makes it really, really difficult for me to maintain weight loss and to just be content. It's why I was almost 400 pounds to begin with, because to survive, I was eating. Now, we're not talking like just survive. We're not talking just like emotional eating, okay? We're talking like a actual physical stim that is caused by my brain. I have other ones, including grinding teeth, which has gotten severe since I started losing weight and I no longer eat all day. And I've done all kinds of techniques and treatments to try and help me to stop doing that. I'm borderline ready to do Botox in my muscles, but I am not quite ready to make that jump. But it has been rough. There are other stims that I do, but none of them are entirely satisfying and calm my brain down, like eating chewy things or crunchy things and swallowing them. There's just something about that just settles me. And I am no longer feeling guilty about that. For a while, when I first started my weight loss journey, I felt super embarrassed and guilty that I even did that to begin with. Now that I'm really beginning to understand my mental state and the fact that I was literally pretending to be another human being and not being myself, so that was causing me a lot of stress. And I was putting myself into situations, doing things for people that I literally could not do, which was causing me stress. And when I'm feeling stress, the desire and need to chew is almost insatiable. It is terrible. I will just say it is terrible. It is a daily battle. And so I am not beating myself up for having a few binges while my kids were staying with me, because I really needed to be grandma. I really needed to not be taking time alone by myself, which I really need. And I've done a lot this last year, spend a lot of time. Actually, not this last year. My whole last couple of decades, I've spent a lot of time alone. It's my kids' biggest complaint about me, which you would not believe considering how much stuff I do with and for my children. That their biggest complaint about me is that I would go in my room and close the door and I wouldn't be there for them. But that was a necessity, and now I realize why, because I was trying to regulate my emotions and like calm down and like not overreact to things. I still do. I still did. I overreact to a lot of things. It's frustrating. I hate it. When I feel it starting to happen, I get so mad because I just really cannot control it. And so I just have to warn everyone around me, and I have to just be like, hey guys, Mom's about to have a meltdown. I need you to go. And you know what? Now that I've taught my kids why, they're very understanding. And I'm very understanding when they have meltdowns. Let's not go into that. This is not a child raising autism channel. I know a lot of people have left since I started my ADHD/autism journey. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people accuse me of using it as an excuse. There is a big difference between an excuse and an explanation. I do not use my diagnoses as an excuse, but I am having so many aha moments of how I got into the situation that I got in to begin with because of knowing these things about myself. And yes, I have had some emotional rants on this channel, and I have shown you some meltdowns. And you know what? Mostly it was received okay, and then I had the few people that were just rude. And I don't handle rude well, and it's really hard for me to open up. I actually tried TikTok for a little while, but it was just a hard pass. Like, every time you post a TikTok video, it tells every single person you know in real life and everyone you know on social media. And so if I get vulnerable on TikTok like everyone else who's going through their ADHD and autism journeys, everyone in my real life knows. And I'm still masking pretty heavily with everyone in real life. Everyone in real life does not know that I am going through this. They still see me as a rock star who lost weight, and in real life, they don't even realize when I've gained weight. They still think that I'm doing amazing and that my life is wonderful because that's what I put on social media. I am not one to be vulnerable on social media in any shape, way, or form. Oh my gosh, way too much. If you haven't met before, well, you know, that's who I am. I am too much, and it's fine. So there you go. I did really great on the fall cut. All the weigh-ins were super great. Like, I was not disappointed. I think the total weight loss for the whole entire 14 weeks that I was doing my easy, gentle keto weight loss cut, which means I was staying as keto as possible and I was staying as low calorie as possible without an actual goal or limit. So give myself freedom so that I could stay on it long enough. The total for the entire 14 weeks was 10.2 pounds lost and 13.25 inches, which is still up 5 pounds from January 1st, 2022. So I'm now gonna show you the 360 from the full fall cut really quickly so that we can get into the next year. Maybe we should talk about what happened then after Christmas. So I did have some binges. I ate a lot of sugar. Now, granted, I stayed mostly keto during that first week. I don't know how much weight I gained during the first week totally. I just saw it was creeping up and I was like, well, I was expecting that. And I'm just like, well, I'll be back to kind of where I was and I'll just start again. And I wasn't worrying about it at all. Like, I was like, this is what I plan to do. It's fine. I'm taking a diet break. We're going to eat what I want. Okay, but here's the thing. I'm not normal. I'm not like other people on the planet who have normal bodies that function normally, who have lymphatic systems that work. I literally gain weight so much more easily than other people. I didn't want to believe it because, you know, there's all these channels out there talking about the science, there's calories in, calories out, which I still believe in calories in, calories out. Don't get me wrong. But so many times people have come on here and said, carbs will make you gain weight. Carbs will make you gain weight. And I'm like, no, calories make you gain weight. Carbs make you encouraged to eat more. That's how you gain weight. And after this experience over Christmas break, I'm actually feeling like, you know what? For me, carbs make me gain weight in an unreal way that is not normal. And it's stupid. And I'm mad about it. And I'm frustrated. And I'm all of the things. I've already had my meltdown moments. So let's just talk about what the parts you need to know. On Christmas through New Year's Eve, I had chocolate, I had orange sticks, I had Rice Krispie treats, I had Gosh, what else did I eat that I love? A couple of Linder truffles, some gummies, because I love chewing me some gummies. A lot of popcorn. I probably already said popcorn, but popcorn is one of my favorite things. And of course, rice, noodles, not gluten ones because I do stay gluten-free always. I get very, very sick, but pasta that's gluten-free and gluten-free bread, all those things that I usually just really wish I could have and just can't because I'm usually on a cut or whatever. Same kind of thing that I did back in the spring over the 3 months of editing photos where I put on like, what was it? 30 pounds or 40 pounds in 3 months, something like that. And I didn't really like bat an eyelash of that because it was like 3 months of time and I didn't really think that much that it was carbs. I just thought, I was overeating, obviously. So here we go. My weight seemed to be staying okay. Like I'd gone up. I think I was on New Year's Eve to 218, which you know that I was 209.8 at the last, right before. So I guess in a week and a half I had put on, well, no, like it was almost 2 weeks, right? Like almost 2 weeks. I'd only put on a little over 8 pounds, maybe 9. I was like, okay, that's kind of what I expected. We're going to get back on the wagon, starting at 218. It's not so bad. Like I can deal with that. That's great. No big deal. I got on the scale the next morning and I nearly passed out. I was like, that cannot be right. There is no way. Literally no way. And I was so like, what? I'm like checking the bottom of the scale, like to make sure there's not sitting on anything, like changing out the batteries. I'm like, surely the batteries are dead. Like what? That is literally impossible. Literally overnight, I had gone from 218 to 228. 10 pounds overnight. And I was horrified. Like horrified. I was so excited that I was starting at 218 because I was figuring I was going to be starting at 220. That's where I started at the beginning of the fall cut, and I figured I'd probably screw that up, and I was only mentally prepared to deal with that. And when it said 228, I about had a heart attack, and I still had a party to go to that day, and then I had a whole bunch of Rice Krispie treats and ate whatever because I was just like, whatever, like, I was just so frustrated. And then I went up to what you will see in the video, which was, I think, 231.7. Like the utter shock that is in me right now and frustration and just anger. And you would, like, I have friends, I'm like, oh, it can only be water weight. I'm like, yes, but for me, water weight doesn't go away. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but like since I had my surgery, every single bit of water weight that I have put on, I have been unable to release. And it is starting to get a little bit scary. It's starting to get a little bit scary. It's like the water weight is not going away and then it just turns into real weight. And I think it has a lot to do with carbs. Obviously, carbs make it worse and it makes me retain water. And then the lipedema issues that I have, I think it stays. I don't know. I hope not. I really hope not because that means that it's not possible to remove if it's become lipedema. So if you haven't heard of these two terms, lymphedema and lipedema, I have both of those. I did not know until I had my full body tummy tuck reconstruction surgery, how much years ago? 2.5 years ago now. I didn't know. I knew that I was a sweller because when I would have my babies, I would swell up and I had, during even my weight loss journey, during my ovulation cycle, I would swell up, okay? Even on keto. So I know I have lymphatic issues. I even talked to the surgeon about it and he just kind of shrugged. He was like, it's fine. You'll be fine. He didn't seem to think it was going to be a big deal at all. And so I didn't worry about it. After the surgery, I swelled 30 pounds in like, I don't even know, 3 days. And it has never gone away. Before the surgery, I was 178 pounds. Post-surgery, I was 205. The lowest I have been able to get it down to after basically starving myself last year in January, which a lot of you came here from that little clip of the 2 weeks on 1,300 calories that it's not even me anymore, which is super frustrating because I'm bigger now. That I think I got down to 187. That was the closest I've been able to get to my pre-surgery weight. And then immediately upon letting go of the 1300 calorie keto and just letting myself eat some carbs over the stressful time that is dance photography season, I literally immediately put on like 30, 40 pounds. I don't think that's normal. I did the math. And I would have had to overeat like at least 5,000 calories a day. My maintenance number is about 2,150. I would have had to overshoot that 5,000 calories more every single day for 2 weeks to put on that amount of weight. There is no way I ate that much food. I would have literally had to be binge-ing every meal all day long, or literally eating like constant all the live long day to consume 7,000 calories a day for 2 full weeks. There is no way, even with my couple of binges, that I even ate that in one day, let alone every single day. It's literally impossible. And yet, here we sit. And I wouldn't even think it was real, except for I went and did my measurements, and I was up 16.5 inches over my whole body. I had gone up a disgusting amount around my waist, around my thighs, around my breasts, everything. Huge. And I was just like in tears. I'm like, why? This is not fair. Other people can eat sugar for 2 weeks and not be starting over to the point of... So it's like I'm up now 50 pounds instead of 40 pounds. I never even got anywhere with the fall cut, and I'm starting over again. Am I even going to make it before spring? It's just terrible. And everybody's like, you need to do carnivore. You need to, your keto's not good enough. You're making keto mistakes. You're right. You are not wrong. And yet there is just no way I'm doing that. I cannot do it. I feel so deprived. I feel so sad. My emotions are so in the toilet. I literally cannot function. And then I just will binge the second I have the chance to. It is hard enough for me to do keto and eat Built Bars, which save me. They save me. Because I'll tell you what, if I binge on Built Bars, I could literally eat 10 of them, and I won't do that overnight like I did with a teeny bit of carbs. Because they're high protein content and they're low carbohydrate content, they have low sugar, even though they do have some sugar in them. People are always dissing me for my treats. And I'm just here to tell you, as an autistic person, I can only eat certain foods. And I get into a rut where I have to eat the same thing all the time. And that may be boring for you guys, and you may disagree with my food choices, but you aren't living inside this head. You aren't living with this person inside you, this brain that just will not allow this to happen. You don't understand. It's just not possible for me to just eat meat and eggs. I would not do it. My brain would take over, and it would be like, heck no. No. I need to be in control of here, and I can't be if I don't give myself things that make my heart happy. And my yogurt sludge and whatever sweet treat is I'm doing, whether it's chaffles or whether it's whatever, whatever thing I'm doing to make eggs taste good, because eggs do not taste good to me most of the time. I even have backyard chickens because I love the flavor of backyard chicken eggs versus the ones from the store, which has been really hard this winter because they haven't been laying much. I have to create new things, and I'll get in a rut where I just eat the same thing all the time. I have to have Quest cookies, Built Bars, Quest peanut butter cups, Atkins Mousse bars, Joyride gummies, Joyride licorice, even occasionally Smart Sweets. Those Smart Sweets are super high in carbs now. Because I cannot live life without those things. So before you say something to me about what I am eating, just keep in mind, I'm not going to care, because it does not matter what you say. I'm still just going to eat what I need to eat in order to be able to survive, in order to accept that I can't eat popcorn, and I can't eat rice, and I can't eat noodles, and I can't eat bread, and I can't eat candy, which are things that literally help me to survive as a human being. I have not yet found anything that helps regulate my emotions, like chewing something and swallowing it. The amount of calming that I get from that particular stim, there is nothing else. There is nothing else. I have legit tried chewing on teething toys. I chew gum. I have tried every sugar-free whatever out there. I'm saying all this before we go into my food because you have to know my emotional state is not awesome at the beginning of 2024, but I'm also so happy. It has been a phenomenal week for me as a mom. My daughter had her baby this week, and he is an angel. I was able to photograph him, and I'm pretty sure she's okay with me putting him in this video so that you can enjoy the baby yummy lusciousness that is this child, because he is just phenomenally cute. And so for me personally, it has been a beautiful week, and I feel like I've done pretty well considering all the things I've had going on. So let's just get into the footage, and you're gonna see everything that I ate this week, plus maybe a little clips of my fun little grandbaby. You'll get to see my 2-year-old grandson saying goodbye to him as they headed back to Indiana, which they are there now safe. So his mama's stress level has gone down because baby is now earthside and other baby is home safe after traveling across the entire country. All right, so I talked for 34 minutes. Oh my gosh. Let's get to the footage. Alright guys, it is Tuesday, January 2nd, and I'm back after it. And I'm about to have my first meal of the day at 2:37 p.m. I am having 2 eggs, 34 grams of bacon, 29 grams of mozzarella cheese just fried, and a Creo brew with 25 grams of half and half, and that's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 8 o'clock and I'm about to have my final meal of the day. I am having zoodles with Real Good Food chicken nuggets on top. So this is 250 grams of zoodles topped with 150 grams of Alfredo sauce, 280 grams of Real Good Food chicken nuggets, 60 grams of tomatoes, 40 grams of mozzarella cheese. That's going to be my last meal of the day. Okay, it is 2:39 and I'm about to have my first meal of the day. Today I am having my typical favorite meal, yogurt sludge. This is 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of Premier Protein powder, a little lemon juice, some lemonade Mio water enhancer, almond milk to thin it out, and on top, blueberries, 30 grams of blueberries, and 24 grams of sugar-free Great Value brand whipped cream. I'm also just going to make a little roll-up. I've just got 3 pieces of Black Forest ham, Lando Frost brand, a thing of Swiss, some mustard, and some pickles. And then I'm also having 1 cup of Creo brew. If you don't remember about Creo brew, like I have a billion videos on this, but it's this basically chocolate, but it's just cocoa beans. So good. And I have a little sweetener in that, and also 30 grams of half and half. And that's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 9 o'clock. My daughter is going in to be induced tonight, and so I was over talking to her before they went into the hospital. Dave just stopped to grab me some food on the way out, and I'm having a salad, 9-piece rings, sauce on the side. It is an exciting day today. It is January 4th, and Ronnie went in this morning to be induced for our new grandbaby Percy, and she's already 6 centimeters and it's only 10:30. So I am mad dashing down to the hospital just in case things are going to progress more quickly than expected. She doesn't want anyone in the room, but I do want to be there really quickly after the baby's born and stuff like that. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited and nervous and happy and all of the things, and I'm heading over to the hospital right now. Waiting room. Now we just wait. still waiting. I wish I had more snacks. You like him, Jasper? Yeah? Is he cute? Is he your cousin? And your mom's gonna have a baby too? You gonna have a little baby like that?
You want to have your own little baby we can take home?
Yeah? Maybe. He's like, yes and no, maybe not. I don't know about taking him home. Alrighty guys, it is 9:46. And the only thing I've had to eat today was all of those gas station snacks that I showed you earlier. And I know I'm still going to be over my calories, but I grabbed wings again because it was easy and I'm on my way home from the hospital. My daughter had her baby. It's so wonderful. He's adorable.
Good little guy.
And my food's in here and I'm probably going to eat it in the car. Same thing as yesterday. All right, well, it is Friday morning. Sully and Loretta are leaving. It is so sad. I'm gonna run her to school and then help them get going on their road trip back to Indiana. Oh my gosh. Eloise is blowing the car clean because it's very soft snow. I'm taking her to school and then I'm gonna be heading back to the hospital to take fresh 48 pictures of Percy. I'm doing fresh 48 pictures of Percy this morning. Sorry, you're not coming, and it's fine. You have to go to school.
I don't have to go to
Yes, you do. Besides, I told her I wasn't bringing anybody with me.
The only class I really need to go to.
You're going. It's end of discussion. See the snow outside? Should we go see it? Let's go see it. Come outside. Okay. Oh, you're so excited. You're so excited.
I can
Boom.
see you in the meadow.
There we go. Hold my hand. Hold Grandma's hand. There we go. Ready? Step down. Step down. Big boy. Big boy. Look at you. Yes, look at the snow. Look at that. You love it? Oh. He's so cool. He's so cool. Yeah, it's cold. Look at that. Don't get too cold. If you hold it, it will burn your hands because it gets so cold. So be careful. Blow it. It's really soft. Can you? Oh, you can't get low enough to. Yeah. Eloise was blowing it off the car today. Yeah. What do you think of snow? Do you think it's cool? Yeah. Do you like it? Are you going home? Gonna go home to Indiana? Yeah. Are you gonna drive in the car? Are you ready?
No.
You don't want to go home? You want to stay here forever? I said, are you ready to go home? And he says, no. Look at the snow. You're so cute. You're such a big boy now, huh? You see the footprints? Can you make some? Oh, look, there's your foot. Yeah, he's so cute. She's putting stuff in the car. She's not leaving you here, I promise. She's taking you home, as much as we love you. Maybe sometime in the future you can stay the whole summer at Grandma's house, though. Okay. So cute. Yep. Bye-bye, buddy. Have so much fun. See you later.
'Cause I love you in the end, the corners of the earth, where it starts to bend. Oh, 'cause I
That's lame. I don't like it, but I didn't want him to see me cry. So I put makeup on so I wouldn't cry. Go me, right? I'm doing okay. Now I have to go and get ready to go down to take care of my new grandbaby. And I guess I'm glad that these guys are gone so I don't have to feel torn between the two, right? So, you know, like I was telling the baby, I'm like, you have to do what you have to do. Daddy has to work and you have to live far away, and hopefully in the future they'll be able to move back here. But right now they live in Indiana, so we love them, and hopefully we'll see them when their new baby's born. I'm hoping I'm travel out there to see baby Beckett. So fingers crossed that we can make that happen. All right, good morning, guys. It is Friday, and I just sent my other kids off back up to Indiana. Sully went back home to Indiana, and I am heading out to the hospital to photograph our new baby Percy, do his Fresh 48 session, which is not quite 48, it's more like 12, but it's when we're doing it. We're coming to do that this morning, and so I had to stop and grab stuff again because I literally had to edit photos for someone else all morning. I always start these things with the best of intentions, but alas, it doesn't always work out. So I grabbed again, similar to yesterday, but I grabbed a couple of Built Bars as usual, and I really need to buy a big box because they are so much money here. They're like, it's like paying double. It's awful. Same for Quest cookies. If I go to Walmart, I could get them way cheaper, but I am in a hurry, and because I know I'm just gonna be munchy just like I was yesterday, I grabbed pork rinds. Not the best because the protein is basically not complete, but it is good munchy and crunchy, and I'm gonna eat it anyway. So that's where we're at, heading over to the hospital. It's still snowing. Alrighty guys, it is 10 o'clock. I've been sitting here at my desk editing pictures of my newest grandson for like a while now. And Dave just brought me dinner. It's past 10, and here he is, my baby. And I am having a 10-ounce New York steak and some green beans. That's going to be my last meal of the day. It is 5 o'clock on Saturday. We went to a baptism this morning, didn't film it. We went to see the baby again, let the kids hold him, and now we are heading out to a performance. Phineas and Virginia are dancing tonight at something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And we're heading out there right now, hoping that we can beat the storm that's coming in home, and we don't hit it while we're on the road because it's been really nice weather today. Well, other than it's freezing, it's like at least not snowing. Anyway, we're heading out. is 10 o'clock. I am exhausted. I just got home. I earlier showed that I was at like a dance performance thing, and I ate some chocolate covered almonds. They actually were made by Can Brewer, and I think that they were just like coated in Bake Believe sugar-free chocolate and just the regular almonds. Oh my gosh, guys, those were so good. I have no idea how many calories those have. Probably way too many, but I ate them all. I didn't mean to, but they were so good. And I was, trying to keep myself from losing my mind at that thing. It was very long. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock, and I just got home, and I'm about to have my final meal of the day. I am having another 11-ounce sirloin, no, what is this? New York strip steak and 155 grams of cauliflower with 30 grams of cheddar cheese. That's going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's Sunday. It is 12 o'clock. We are heading to yet another thing that we have to do. Our church is earlier now, which is nice, but I still am going to be, I don't know what time I'll be home, is what I'm trying to say. And I found this squished chocolate mousse Atkins thing in my purse, so I'm going to eat it. And so I'm recording it for posterity, or for you, one or the other. Alrighty guys, it's 5 o'clock. I still have not made it home, and I'm so hungry. We stopped at Walmart, and we were able to find some Built Bars. Hallelujah. My Walmart keeps being out, and I'm out. So I'm just going to have one of these really quick, maybe two, and I'm heading home. I have no idea what's going to happen tonight with food. Alrighty guys, it's almost 7, and I'm finally having actual food. We were making this for my daughter, so take over to her since she had her baby, and Dave made me some too. Having a couple of chicken thighs that were cooked in olive oil and balsamic vinegar and seasoning, and then I've got on top some Parmesan Romano blend cheese, some basil, and then over here I've got 155 grams of squash and 70 grams of grape tomatoes, and that's going to be my first real meal, I guess, technically, of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 8:30. I am sitting down for the very first time today. I tell you not. I mean, my legs hurt so bad from standing. And I am starving. That was not near enough food for me. And I am just noticing that my cat is asleep on my bed. You're not allowed in here. Anyway, I am going to get rid of my cat, and then I am going to eat all of this sugar-free Jell-O, because I know that will fill me up, and I'm going to put this on it for a little bit of calories. And yeah, I weighed the can before I brought it up here so that I can see how much I end up eating, because I don't know how much is in here, and I can't really weigh it while I'm eating it. I'm just going to put a little squirt on each Jell-O and hope that doesn't way overdo my calories, but I don't think it can, because my calories is way low today. It is Monday, it is 12:48, and I am leaving to go photograph my new grandbaby, and I'm having my first meal of the day. This is pretty typical meal of mine. I eat this all the time. It is 1 cup of Greek yogurt mixed with 1 scoop of protein powder. This time I used Premier. There is 2 squirts of lemonade Mio water enhancer in here, a little bit of lemon juice, 30 grams of blueberries on top, and 24 grams of sugar-free whipped cream, Great Value brand. That's going to be my first meal of the day. This is my real grandbaby, guys. I am not even kidding you right now. Look at this. How is this real? It's so cute. Keep it just in case. Look at you. Look at those eyeballs. Hello. Good morning. You're so cute. Alrighty guys, it's 4 o'clock. I just finished doing my first newborn photos of my newest grandson. I'm planning to do quite a few more because he is like the cutest thing ever. And I'm heading out to the dance studio, so I grabbed a couple of snacks on the way out. And this is what I'm taking with me to the dance studio. Planning to eat all 3 of these, and that's going to be my second meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 8:40. I'm home from the dance studio, and I'm about to have my final meal of the day. I am having spaghetti squash with real good chicken nuggets on top. So this is 155 grams of spaghetti squash with 8 grams of butter on top. 250 grams of real good food chicken nuggets topped by 175 grams of Lucini marinara and 40 grams of Romano Parmigiano, something else. I can't remember. 3 cheese blend in Italian. And that's going to be my last meal of the day. Whew. All right. So it was quite the week. I was super happy and also super sad because as I watched the scale, which went down, I'm still in utter shock that I'm even dealing with this weight. Like, I just can't, my brain can't wrap around it. I just get ticked every day. And thankfully, it's gone down quite a bit, as you saw from the clips, but I am still feeling very frustrated that this is where I'm sitting at 2024. And I will be showing you guys in just a second the 360 of just this week. I'm not looking forward to showing you how much I grew over the 2 weeks that I took the time off, but it is what it is, and it must be displayed so that we know where we started from, and so we can remind ourselves to not be loosey-goosey. I guess I can't ever again, which I don't know if I'm capable of that. So I'm scared. Okay, so let's go over the weigh-ins. 231.7 on January 2nd, 229.9, 228.6, 226.2, 225.1, 225.1, and 220.9. Whew, that's a lot of weight in 1 week. I think it's like 10.8 pounds or something. We're an average of 226.8 pounds, which is up 17 pounds from the last time I kept track. So 17 is a little better to deal with than whatever the heck I thought it was, like 30 or something. I don't even know. It's just so ridiculous. I can't even remember. It was a lot. 17 seems a little bit more reasonable, a little less stressful. For this 2024 cut, I don't know how long I'm going to be going along, or even if it is really a cut. I'm just going back to what I did in the fall, which is try really hard to stay as keto as I can, even with my treatsies, which I know brings up that carb count, and stay as low calorie as I can, and stay as high protein as I can mentally handle, no matter what's going on in my life. It is going to be a stressful spring. I have a lot coming up. My grandson, Beckett, will be born in March. There are some complications. I may end up having to go out there and help her for a few weeks. I don't know if I'm going to be capable of that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford it. I'm worried about it. Either way, he's going to be born. I'm going to go out and visit, even if it's short, if the complications don't end up needing me for multiple weeks. We're going to be having dance competition season coming back up again. We are having more dance photography this year because I've added a third studio last year. So now I have 3 studios to do, which is a lot of work. I'm still homeschooling my 2 autistic youngest children, and I probably will not continue with that, I don't think. I think I'm to the point where I just can't do that anymore. Because I can't do YouTube and I can't do photography and I can't do that too. Like, what do I give up? Do I give up you? Giving up dance is not enough. I'm just going to put it that way. It's going to give me an extra 2 hours of my life back. That's about it. Which could be enough. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Wow. It has been a while since we've talked. I am so sorry this video is still so long. If you're still here, what the heck? You're so amazing. Thank you. Give yourself a clap, clap, clap in the comments because you're amazing. Okay. Calories. We're getting there. Calories. Oh my gosh. My lips are now like, my lip gloss has now like worn in. I'm wearing this, by the way, if anyone was wondering. Got this for Christmas. It's pretty cute with this color of, sometimes I'm like, I love makeup so much, maybe I should start a makeup channel. And then I'm like, Tamra, no. No, that's not no. Okay. I'm gonna jelly up the lips here really quick. That stuff is yum. It smells grapey, but it doesn't taste like grape, so you don't lick your lips a lot, which I tend to do because of the whole autism thing. And it's just so nice and like thick and plumpy. Okay, wow, moving on. Here we go, calories. We ready now? Here we go. January 2nd. I was sad, and I tried really hard. 1335 calories. The next day, 1482. The day my daughter had her baby, and I literally sat at the hospital for 6 hours in the waiting room because she did not want to share that with me, which is her choice. And yet, as a mom who used to be a doula, because my ADHD I was also a doula. I knew everything about breastfeeding. I did birth photography, birth videography. Like I did all of the birth things. I've probably been to like maybe 40, 50 births in my life, which is a lot for people, regular humans. And my daughter has been to 4 of mine. And so I'm like, I kind of was like, but whatever. Regardless, me and my little anxiety self sat alone in the waiting room with my comfy, cozy minky blanket that Dave bought me for Christmas and my new Switch that my mother-in-law bought for our family that I have kind of taken over. I never had one before, but man, I like it. I played Hogwarts Legacy, I think this was called, Hogwarts Legacy, for 6 full hours in the waiting room and ate every single snack that I brought with me. And I wished I had more, so I'm glad I didn't bring more because I would have just kept eating. I just was fit to be tied. So 1975 calories. And then the next day, I was just so busy going to the hospital and taking pictures of her and everything like that. And I didn't have a lot of time sitting. I ate 1363 calories. And then the next day, I don't know why I was up to 1777. I can't remember what I did on Saturday. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. I went to a baptism. And then I went out to eat. That's right. I went to Denny's. I had a omelet. You probably saw it, but it was the, oh my gosh, Philly cheesesteak omelet with a salad. And it had like prime rib in it. Oh my gosh, it was really, really good. I don't usually go to Denny's. It's so much money. And for our family, it was ridiculous. I mean, like, painful. But we went because everyone was going after my nephew's baptism. And then I went over to visit Ronnie for a little while and see the baby again. And then I went to my kids' performance where I literally ate an entire bag of chocolate-covered almonds that Candance Brewer had given me at the January 1st New Year's Day party that I had gone to. She had made them and she's like, I don't think I'm going to eat these. And I ate every bit of them. I took one bite and they were so good. I was like, I couldn't stop because I was just so stressed over this performance my kids were doing, which I think I put clips of that in here too. Because why not? That leads us to Sunday, which I had 1,600 calories. I had intended to go visit my daughter. I did actually end up making her dinner, which the dinner I ate was the same dinner I took to them, and I hope they liked it. They never said. But I spent like 4 hours standing talking to my dad because he was here visiting to see my nephew's baptism, and we just were talking about autism and ADHD, and he's having a lot of aha moments, and so I was like, yeah, don't blame yourself anymore. Like, stop beating yourself up about being a grumpy dad because you had a high-stress job and you came home to a highly chaotic household and it was a lot and we are moving on. I have moved on. Please stop beating yourself up. Dad, if you're watching this, stop. I love you. I know you told me I can't tell you what to do either and you're so like me. It's hilarious. But you need to get to the point where you can just accept that was the past. You have been forgiven and you gotta move on. Because I'm really thrilled about having that time to talk to my dad and actually like really talk and really listen to each other. It was amazing. It was like, right? Anyway, that was great. And that happened on Sunday. And so I didn't end up being able to take baby photos of my daughter's baby on that day. We took her dinner and I came back home. And it was 1,600 calories. And then yesterday I did pictures of her. So I ended up taking a lot of snacks. I'm doing that again today. It was 1,447. So my average for the week was 1,568. But my protein average for the week was only 136 because I ate less protein than usual because I was not eating dinners like a lot of the days. And I had some whipped cream and Jell-O moments. And I had some pork rind moments. And whatever, a lot of random stuff because it was a weird week and it was weird for a starting of a cut, but you know what? We made it through. 136 is not as high protein as I would have liked. I would have liked 157, but you know what? Whatever, it's fine. My carbs were a little bit high, but 32 is my average for the week, and that is where I seem to be the most comfortable. It's like where I have enough carbs that it makes me like satisfied, and I still have the least amount of carbs that I can let go of that water weight as we watched it whoosh away, right? I was also, of course, taking my electrolyte. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I have this new product from Built called Salt, and that's really helping because I can put it in my tumbler as I go out and I can sip on electrolytes. So while I'm home, I still do my Soleil water just because it's easy to shoot. If you don't know what I'm talking about with Soleil water, I'm gonna try really hard to remember to link the video either here or there, but if not, you can just Google it or search it on my channel. It is SOLE water, and I have a really old, really bad quality description on how to make it, and I have a lot of videos on how to use it, on how to use electrolytes on keto and why it's important. Especially when you're having a whoosh like this, you have to keep your electrolytes up. I was so grateful to have Salt to help me do that. Thank you to Built Bar for sending me the samples. I love it. It's a great product and I'm excited about it. Fats. Oh my gosh, I am really distracted. I promise I took my meds. Okay. 90. Fats are high. I really don't like my fats above 80. They're 90. Obviously, I was eating a little extra when I had those almonds with the chocolate and when I had that eat all the Jell-O and have whipped cream on top. But you know what? I needed both of those things really bad, and it helped me get through, right? It helped me get through. And what is more important? Being totally strict and sticking to everything perfectly, or actually, keep going? I think keep going is always going to trump being super strict, because super strictness with me makes me feel like it's a demand. It makes me want to break it. My brain fighting with me. It's really agitating. It's really stressful. And when I just chill and say, you know what? You can eat whipped cream. You're not going to die. Go for it. Eat the whole can you want to. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Every once in a while, then I'm going to feel a lot more chill about continuing on. So I will be continuing on into this next week. There will be more pictures of the baby to share with you because I'm going there again today. I am going to be going again in the next weekend. I have lots of plans to take pictures of this tiny little dolly baby that is just, I cannot even believe it's real. When I hold him, he literally feels like a reborn doll. He is so unreal. It's crazy. He's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Of course he is, because my daughter is beautiful. And by the way, if you're wondering, we adopted her from India when she was 3. Some people don't really know that, and that's why she looks different from me, and that's why my grandson looks so beautiful, because he's part Indian. And he is the very first person on this earth that she personally knows who is of her genetic pool, which is just all the feels, right? All the feels. Yum, yum, yum. I love it. He's a little prince. We're calling him a little prince, and today we're going to take pictures of him with a little crown. So I'm so excited about that. I gotta get going. I'm gonna be late. Actually, I'm supposed to be there in an hour, so I really gotta get going. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sticking with me all this time. Please be nice in your comments. If you made it to the end, I love you. And of course, I'm gonna show you the 360, and I don't really want to from this week, but it is what it is, and I'm just gonna have to show you the chubs that it is, because it's definitely not as exciting as the previous one at the beginning of the video, which is a super bummer, but it is what it is. So let's just see it, and I'll see you guys all again, hopefully soon.